Happy Saturday. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. It is nice and comfortable outside. Temperatures right about now in the low end 70s. Couple of areas a touch warmer than that. Muscle Shoals is always the outlier at 76, but it's a nice, beautiful day across the valley. What we are expecting to see for the rest of your evening is pretty clear skies, which is good for us to watch a planetary parade. So basically what's going on tonight is that we've got 6 of the planets visible to our skyline. They're all moving in orbit to their own speed. However, at this moment, or really around 6 or so, we'll start to see them orbit and line up together. So it just really means that their degree of axis has aligned within Earth's horizon so that you could see it on your own. So as you can see here, Saturn, Venus, Mercury, and Jupiter are visible. I'm excited because Jupiter and Saturn are my favorite planets. So Uranus and Neptune, though, will be a little tough to come by unless you have a telescope or something of that nature. You are scientifically inclined to have the equipment for that and all of the things that you need to see that. So what we're looking at, though, is an opportunity for a clear sky. And also our moon is at 90% full. We'll see a possible blood moon by the 3rd, I believe. So that's a lunar eclipse. Some areas may see it a little better out west, but specifically, California, West Coast may see that a little better, but we may come by and be able to see it a little bit as well here in the valley. So, of course, if you're able to get out tonight and take some pictures, by all means, drop them in my Facebook DMs, in my comments, wherever you see fit. Also, feel free to email them to us. I just personally want to see it myself. But we may be able to feature it at our 10 o'clock show. So keep that in mind. I'll make sure to fit you in for our weather hits later on tonight. So again, beautiful evening. We're going to see temperatures dropping into the 60s and 50s as we go into the evening hours. We've got much cooler nights than we've anticipated for the next few days. A lot of us will see some 40s out of our Sunday morning. And that's good, even though you want to walk out with an extra layer or so, but that's still pretty good because that's around our average for this time of year. We usually have highs in the 60s to kick off March. So we're well above that with our highs, expecting tomorrow's high to be around 74 or so degrees. Partly cloudy conditions, but not a complete overcast day. We'll just see cloud cover from time to time going into your afternoon. But as we get into Monday and beyond, that's when our temperatures will start to stick around some of the 70s, but we warm back up going into Wednesday, Thursday, and hitting 80. Yes, 80 by Friday. A warm week ahead. However, alongside those rain chances, we are anticipating some scattered showers and possible storms. Once we get some updates from our NWS folks, making sure that we aren't in that special weather statement outlooks, making sure we're not in the mix of that. The Storm Prediction Center usually sends that out in the next day or two. So we'll keep an eye on making sure that we aren't in the middle of any possible storms that could become severe. But we are getting into that season. We're pretty close to severe weather season where we can start to see some of these stronger storms take off and possible tornadoes at times. But right now, this next storm system we're expecting, not too much of a threat at the moment. We'll get some further information as the days come. So keep that in mind. You want to tune in here on our Facebook and through our WAFF 48 weather app to keep up to date with that. But also looking ahead to Saturday, we spring forward. Daylight saving begins. So keep that in mind as you go into next weekend. We will lose an hour of sleep. Unfortunate for all my folks that love to sleep. So with that being said, I hope you'll tune in to our 5 o'clock and our 6 o'clock tonight and our 10 o'clock later on this evening. And I will see you on the other side of the screen. Have a good night.